Day 47. I'm day of rest in Harpers Feery, but even a day of rest has me doing 0.8 miles of walking. A little bit of pain in my right knee right now. Made a mistake, and I have my camp shoes on right now. Should have used my regular shoes, but I just didn't want to put them on today. So, walking about a mile in the ups and downs. I'm going to an outfitter to try to, my trekking poles, the guy gave me the bottom pieces. They don't have stoppers at the bottom, so when I put the spikes into the ground in the mud, I found they were going in like 5 inches or so, and it made it even harder to walk. So I'm gonna go and see if he has some stoppers to put at the bottom of my trekking poles. I'm gonna get some resupply of dry meals, and then someone said there's a hostel across the street, has a good resupply of like the fill-in stuff. So I'm gonna try today to only pack for like 3 days or 4 days. I've been overpacking my food and getting to the next hostel or hotel and still having some of the heavier items in my backpack. So something that I found out that I usually don't eat is tuna. The tuna packets, I carry them, never eat them. Peanut butter and jelly on the flatbread, I've been going to them, but the jelly is so heavy, it's in a bottle, and I haven't found a container that the jelly comes in that doesn't squirt all over everywhere. So thinking about giving that up. So my go-to right now, oatmeal and raisins for breakfast, Pop-Tarts for breakfast and midday snacks, and the freeze-dried dinners, along with I don't know, an array of things in to fill in the holes. I don't want to go to Walmart because I get carried away and buy a lot of shit, never use it. So although I'm packing less, oh, and I gotta have some beef jerky. That seems to be doing well with me. So I'm not taking the scenic route. I used a mapping thing, took me down to the highway, and now I'm walking on the back way to this outfitter. And once we get there and all, perhaps we can show you a little bit of downtown Harpers Ferry. We'll see. All right, take care. This poor turtle was in the middle of the road, and he was peeing all over the road. He was so damn scared. Felt really bad for him. So I picked him up, put him into the area so he can get down to the pit. God, I felt bad for him. He's so scared. Hopefully he takes and goes down there. So I'm gonna leave him alone, but you know, that's the one thing I can tell you is I feel for nature so much now more than anything. I felt really bad yesterday in the hotel because this poor ant got on my backpack, and I took him 13 miles away from where he knew home was. And I felt so bad for this little ant because, you know, you can't just drop him outside. It's just terrible. And so what I found is just life in general. Doing the trail, whether it's an ant, whether it's a turtle, whether it's a deer. I don't care what it is except flies. Even, I don't know, I don't like snakes either. But there's certain things that I just have become more aware of my environment, of how destructible the humans are. And most things live in harmony out here until we come on. So that's one thing I found on myself. I already felt that way with animals in general, but I have more of a sense of connectivity with them, and how hard their lives are just through the environment. And so yeah, so helping a turtle this morning made me feel good, even though he was scared out of his mind. Hopefully karma, for those that believe in that stuff, will come back and be good to me later on in life. All right, so this structure's right here. It's very, very interesting. I'm not sure if it's train tracks up there. It's I'm gonna get underneath it here in a minute. But oh, it says do not enter. But I'm gonna go under it anyway. I just think that's just unique. And it is, it's train tracks. Holy smokes. That is how they get the train through here. Isn't that wild? So, wow. Just amazing. Jeepers. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Coming in Harpers Feery, there's a church. We're gonna see that. Some work is being done on the, seems to be some scaffolding up there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, coming into Harpers Feery from one side. Holy smokes. That's up there. That church. Well, hold on. This is Shenandoah Street. And it's cobblestone. They just went by something that said it was, this street has been here since 1880. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Look at these big pieces of rock as a walkway. That's phenomenal. And then there's these stores. Wow.
Turn left on High Street, then in 200 feet, turn right on Hog Alley.
So I gotta go up a hill, I think now, but look at these. Amazing. The roads are all just crushed rock or any rock. Very interesting. That mountain probably is what I gotta climb tomorrow. That's for another day. Leave it here. Pretty sure that's what it is. Big fun. But that's for another day. We got a little climbing right now to do here. So we'll go ahead and do this. maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's just a historical site. I'm not sure anymore. I know there's an Amtrak station somewhere. Just don't know where it is. Huh. So I picked up some tips for my lecky poles, or these guys right here, those caps, so that my poles don't go up so far. So that was a good pickup at the outfitters. And then I picked up two frozen or freeze-dried meals, but I guess I do have to go to Walmart, which I was trying not to do. Now I'm walking back to Quality Inn. So even on my day off, I'm doing an hour's worth of walking. I did walk down and took a picture of that old home. It had something about John Brown and his raiders were attacking from this location. So then I found a museum about John Brown. That was pretty amazing, about how he hated slavery and he had his raiders. And so it was really I walked just briefly through the John Brown Museum, but two things stood out. He was hanged for his raid at the age of 59. He was adored by the members of his group. And the second thing is, yesterday when I was talking about the home, or the cabin we stayed in, I said the slaves lived in that. My timing's totally off. Slavery was abolished in the 1800s. That building wasn't built until the 1901. So it must have just been the keepers of the area slept in that facility. But my point is the same. People providing services for meaningful wages and all, living second-hand, while others who are rich live first-hand. That's kind of what my point was. All right, so a little bit of history I caught up on. It couldn't have been slave house because slavery was abolished by then.